So today's question is page 132 of the Discover Graphics books. We're still on the tangents chapter and we're on question 4, which is the picture of the snail, okay? So there's a good bit going on here. We want to see all our tangents on all our points of contact, okay? All these here, all internal tangents, okay? Then we have an external tangent out here and another external tangent over here, okay? So first things first, we're going to create our center line. We'll do all our circles down along. We'll get the shell in first before we focus on the tail or the head, okay? So shell will be the first thing. Alright, so we're going to pop in a center line. And we're going to pop in our ground line across here, okay? So this will be the bottom where the snail is actually going across, okay? Now we have our measurements we can pop in. So from the bottom to the top, it tells us there it is 72 tall. So that's the top point. Then we're going to work back in 12s. Okay, so 12 millimeters each time then. So those 3 of them are 12. 3 are 12. 1 is 10. And we should be left at 26. Okay, that's all our setup there. Now, okay, nice and handy about this. We start, so skip the first point, go to the second point. What you do then is we're going to use our compass back to the first point. Okay, and these are hard, or heavy I should say. Then we go to the next point, which is here. Stretch it back to its original. And we heavy that in. Then we move to the next one, same thing. Oh, sorry, I slipped in there. Alright, and then we go to our last one. It's here, stretch back up to top. Now this time it doesn't go the whole way through, okay? It just stops at the bottom ground line that we set up. Take your time with that bit of compass work there. That's all our internals done. Okay, nice and quick little step to that, okay? Now, we have the tail going down here, swishing down. Alright, it's a radius of 35. So there's two things happening here. It's first of all, it is an external tangent to the circle, but also it's just a standard tangent to the ground line. So what we're going to do is create our standard tangent first. So that circle that belongs to the tail is a 35 radius, so it's just 35 off the ground. So we're going to measure 35 up off the ground. And we're going to do a horizontal line. So our radius is going to be along here somewhere for this tail swoop. Now we do our, our additions here of our externals. So there's my 0. Alright, I'll get my pen again and we'll do our additions. So it's external, so the radius here is going to be radius 35. And we're going to add that to the biggest circle. So 2 seconds, radius for the biggest circle is 46. So that is adding 46, radius 46. Alright, so 35, making sure, right, yeah, 35 and 46 is 80, radius 81. Okay. Radius 81. So compass, there it is. 81. So remember this is an external tangent, so therefore you add the radius together, radii together. There's my 31. Going from that center point, make sure you're going from the correct center point now. Has to be the center point. That's related to the final circle, the outside circle. Now, that should be a radius of 35. So, I'll be under that one there now. Oh. Just doing my usual now, just hovering, checking the. Just want to catch there. Comes out flat then. Alright. So it comes up along here and it goes out flat. So I'm just going to put a little heavy line there, straight line there. Get all along. Alright. That is our in here radius 35 after popping in there. Get us that center point. Alright, nearly there now. Last bit is the head over here. So it tells us to get to the center point for the head. We measure 77 from our original center line. So 77, which is there. Just gonna bring up a little line here. Radius gonna be along there somewhere. It's 11 off the ground. And it's a radius of 18. Compass set it to 18. Now we're going to do this light, okay? Because again, some of the head is getting chopped because of the neck, and then the face and the mouth and stuff like that is all getting kind of chopped off here. Alright, now out here I have my radius 18. I have a radius 12 up here, external circles again. So I'm going to add them. So radius 18 plus radius 12 is radius 30. So that's the first one. Set my compass to 30. Swing that arc there. Next now is, this is making contact with the big shell again. So that's going to be radius 46 from earlier, plus the radius 12. That's a radius 58, okay? Radius 58, make sure you're from the correct center point now again. There's my crossover. Now I can swing my circle, which is radius 12. Careful because they're a smaller circle now. Tendency to slip. Get this bang on as well. I'm just going to do my hovering again. Checking I'm catching both points. I'm happy with that. Sorry. Oh, slip there. Oh, now radius 12. So a little bit of a kick there happened. Okay, and this is going this way, so I need to add in this. Alright, so that is my radius 12 there. Now, it's up to yourself. You can put in a little decoration of the eye if you'd like. And you can create a little mouth if you want to. It's up to yourselves. Alright, I'll throw one in here. So we make it look. That there is just made up. Alright. have to be anything in particular. It's just a bit of a mess. And we'll heavy in then our 18 from earlier. And now I can just heavy as far as my mouth, you see. Leaves a little gap, little opening I should say. There's the last bit. And we'll clean off the bottom there. Now, that is your snail. The last and final step is our points of contact. Okay. Now this light line joined it all for us. Earlier we joined all the center points. They all landed here. That is the point of contact for the internals. Okay. With our externals, we're going to take from the center line to the ground. That is the point of contact. You're going to join the centers again because it's external circle. You're going to join the centers. Right across here. Point of contact. Same process here. Right across over. Point of contact. And here. Right across over. Point of contact. Alright. That is it. So it's page 132, question 4, which is the snail.